Hi, this is Dina for Splitcoaststampers. In this video, I'll show you how to dress up a lollipop for a special holiday treat. I'm starting with a piece of patterned paper that is 7.5 inches long by 3 inches wide. I'm going to score at 3 inches, 3 3/4 inches, and 4.5 inches. And that is going to give me sides that are 3 inches by 3 inches to work with and a 1.5 inch base. I'm going to accordion fold on those score lines, and that is going to give me a W shape at the base of my holder, and that allows me to fold that base in when I die cut the holder sides. For this project, you can use any die that's at least 2.5 inches high. I'm using ovals to create a pumpkin for mine. Make sure that the cutting line extends past the fold lines, and go ahead and run that through your die cutting machine. And because there are 4 layers at the folds, it might not cut through completely, but you can use a craft knife or scissors to finish those cuts very easily. At this point, if you want, you can cut straight lines between those outer score lines on that center section. I didn't do that here, but with some dies it does look nicer to have that edge straightened up. I'm using a 1/4 inch hole punch to make a hole that is centered on that middle fold line. I actually couldn't quite reach to the center, so I made 2 holes, and that worked out fine too because it gave me a wider opening. If you have a small circle die that's a 1/4 inch or a little bit larger, that works for this step as well. To build my pumpkin, I cut some additional ovals from the same paper, and I'm gluing those to the inside of the holder. That first oval that I cut with is about 1 3/4 inches wide and 2.5 inches high, and the outer ones are 1 inch by 2 inches. And I'm just lining them up when I glue to make sure that I've got this same design on both sides. Tuck the lollipop into the holes in the center, and I'm using a Tootsie Pop here. You can use another brand. And then I tucked in a little leaf die cut at the top of the ovals, and I glued the tops of both sides together. And then you'll want something that holds the sides together flat until the glue dries. If you have clothespins, those will work. I like to use a strong pair of reverse tweezers to hold things together while they dry. I made a second sample here in the same way just to try a different die out. This cat is from a set from Art Impressions. I just added some simple embellishments and sketched a little face. You can see on this sample how that center section has some weird little points at the sides, and I did go back and cut those off after I looked at it for a while. You could also just fold those sections in and glue them down, and that would strengthen the base a little bit. And for this one, I added the bow on the front and back to kind of strengthen the bond at the top of the holder. So lots of possibilities and options for you for all occasions. Please share your ideas in the gallery. We would love to see them, and I thank you so much for watching.